currently recording this on the 30th of April, and this custom only got made a week ago, so yay, new custom alert. Maybe by the time this video is posted, the actual figure will have custom posts, but for now, he doesn't. So this is your first time looking at my custom Swoop. Oh yeah, an intro. We have to do another intro. Cut. Hey guys, Maxmc55 here. Today we're reviewing my Transformers custom Cybertronian Swoop, made out of Transformers 1 Studio Series Starscream. So cool. Anyways, I randomly got this idea to make this custom when I was watching Chris McFeely's Basics on Swoop, and I saw the War for Cybertron art, which I've known about for years, but when I was looking at it, I was like, I could make a custom out of this using Transformers TF1 Starscream, and so I did. ID Toys had him on sale for like £11, so I got him, and he came, and then I repainted him. Yay! But then obviously I got the idea to maybe do some more Dinobots, so hopefully by the time I've finished recording this video, I'll finish them. But I've also made Sludge. If he's not finished, you'll just see his crumbled remains, but I'm also making Sludge. I did have ideas for other Dinobots, but I kind of want to make them all Cybertronian. I originally was just going to use some Earth vehicles, but that sort of defeats the point. Like, why are there some Cybertronian and some Earth? So I'm just going to hold out until I make the other ones, just to see if there's any new molds I could pick from, or if there's any molds in the future that I can, take. Because I kind of want this project to be a slow burn. I don't want to just rush into it and make all the Dinobots Cybertronian. I just want to take my time and be like, oh, that mold would be good. Okay, I'll do that. Anyways, we need to talk about the actual custom. So, I'm very happy with how he turned out. I love the red. I took my time with it. I took a little bit of a different approach when making this. I sort of went for more of a, okay, I'm going to take it piece by piece. And I need to do the red first, so I'll take all the red and do the red first. And then I'll take my time on doing the gold. Then I'll take my time on doing the black. And it's just like a sort of a slower process than I would usually do, but it kind of came out a little bit better. Although there's one thing, you'll see in the paints, but I used a metallic gray for the legs and arms and all the other places, but it feels very sticky. And I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just not mixing the actual Tamiya paint pot properly, but yeah, it's really weird. The head is from Power the Prime Swoop. I do have a Blocky's head, which I would have liked to have used, but I don't know where it is, and I think I've lost it. So, Power the Primes is the only one I could do, and honestly, I kind of think it fits better. It's using a Blocky's system. I'm so surprised on how I got this little ball joint to fit in there. I sort of had to remove a lot of plastic, but I got it in there, it works, and I'm so happy it does. Although, obviously, for transformation, you do have to take it off, but I don't really care. For the weapons, I did just give him that weird Starscream blaster. I'm just going to leave it like this because, I don't know, it just kind of looks goofy and weird, and it kind of fits Swoop's vibe, so, Also, considering this is a Dino Swoop, you could technically call this Dive Bomb if you're going off old lore, but, to me, it's Swoop. And also, yes, going for the game aesthetic and look made him go the red, toy color Swoop instead of the weird, the blue he had, because he's, the only Dinobot who has blue, and it's so weird. I like all the Dinobots being the same color, okay? It just makes sense. For modifications, all I really did was just take off those little missiles on the wings. That was pretty much it, except for the head, obviously, but yeah, for proper modifications, that was actually it. Now, I definitely would have liked to have added more color to the legs. In the concept art, there is a little bit like a darker gray / black for the knees bend and stuff, but I don't know, I think just having the legs just fully silver just kind of goes weirdly and just brings more attention to the chest with having a shiny golden red. On the back here, we have a null ray just sticking up. This is more for alt mode, just to sort of replicate the concept art, because that little fin right there is supposed to mimic the head of Swoop, having the little swept back thing he has. So I just put the TF1 Starscream gun on there just to replicate that, and I think it works out pretty well in alt mode, but we will get there when we get there. Accessories wise, he just comes with those weird gun things. Cool. Why does he come with that? It's so weird. Alright, for the paints I used Italian red, this gold spray paint, this black spray paint, metallic gray, gunmetal, and sky blue. Comparison time! Here he is with GENO, Super Megatron, Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Shattered Glass Optimus, and Bumblebee. Oh boy, I get to talk about The Starscream mold. Yeah, I hate this mold. I generally do. It could have been so much better. Waist swivel, ankle swivel, wrist swivel. Like it could have just had so much more. There is no way they didn't have the budget to do that when other figures have done more than this and had that like down to the letter. I just don't understand. Sure, maybe it's cheap and easy to make for repaints and real tools, but aren't repaints just cheap to make in the first place? Like I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how Hasbro's factories works, but come on. You could have at least made the waist swivel. Like, even if it was off-center, you could have added it. Even then, like, the ankle tilt, you could have just added it in there or something, or re-engineered how the thrusters work, because they don't really do much in old mode anyways, and it's just like, ugh. And even then, wrist swivel. You could so add a wrist swivel, the hands literally stick out the side on the old mode, there is no point, and they just peg into a tab that doesn't really need to be there, and it's just, I just don't like this mold. I mean, transformation is fine. It's kind of grown on me. I used to hate the transformation, but yeah, it's grown on me. The Thundercracker that's being released is definitely better and definitely an improvement, only because it has a better face, weapons, and paintwork. Okay, for transformation on Swoop / Dive Bomb, pretty much the same, except you're removing the head now, so yeah. But we take off the gun, there you go, take off the head slowly and gently. There we go. And then it's pretty much the same-ish. I mean, I'll try and, like, show you how the head works. Wow, that came off. Okay. I'll try and show you how the head works due to the fact that it's just a ball joint now. It basically just means there's less steps. So you just take it, you know, you rotate it up. Come on. Peg it in to the really tightness. And obviously, the ball joint just fits in there. And then you close this up. And then this, also, you rotate around for alt mode. There you go. So that's all like the differences, but everything else is pretty much the same. I'm just gonna have to reattach this. There we go. Okay, speed up time. In alt mode, I'm very happy with how he turned out. He looks like a Swoop, I guess. He looks like the concept art, and I am quite happy with how the wings sort of break up the gunmetal, but I am having some issues pegging in the wings to the chest, which I didn't have on my original custom version of SS Starscream. I don't know if it's just like a later thing that got added, but it seems to affect other copies too, which is just so weird. Also, yes, there's the little gun. If you want to know what it looks like with the original little tail fin gun, there you go. So, you know, that's something. But like I mentioned before, unfortunately, you do have to take off the head for transformation. There is no way I could have had that head fit in for transformation. And also, the original hinge that worked for the head is gone now, so it's not like I could have it hinge back. So having it off is just a better option. And in conclusion, I am so happy with this custom. It's one of my best works so far, and I'm so happy with it. Considering it's a recent custom as well, I mean, you can definitely see the improvement from older customs to now. And even then, I made it in like 4 days as well, and that was a pretty quick process for a custom. I mean, to be fair, I made Strafe in like a day, and that's only because he's already white. But this is probably my fastest custom that I've done, and it came out pretty well. Although I do find the stickiness of that silver plastic paint really weird. I probably just didn't mix it well. I mean, I've never used silver metallic gray before, so yeah. But again, I'm super happy with how he turned out, and I can't wait to make the other Dinobots whenever I pick a mold for them, because surprisingly, there isn't any good Cybertronian molds out there, so yeah. Anyone got any ideas?